Okay, we have a very interesting job here. I tried to set up the area as much as possible before starting this job. And this motherboard, I actually looked at this, probably spent 2.5 hours on this, poking the multimeter all around the board, and I can't get it to turn on. All the MOSFETs look good. I don't see any issues there. I couldn't find any shorts. All the coils, resistance to ground look good. So I really don't know what's going on. Having a look online for this board, only found a couple of references on Reddit and another forum somewhere where some users were able to get it going, or I can't remember exactly, or they had a similar issue, it will not turn on. So what I'm going to try and demonstrate in this video is try and work on the BIOS chip, see if I can do an update of the BIOS chip using Raspberry Pi, and see if I can bring it back to life. And I'll show you also how I extracted the BIOS file from ASUS websites in the next part of the video. That's if it does work. If it doesn't, then I won't go through there. I've got the BIOS file ready on a USB. It's in the Raspberry Pi, ready to be flashed. This is our power button, and the user reportedly said they only left the computer off and then turn it back on, tried to turn it back on the next day. It wouldn't turn on. So I've checked the RAM, I've checked the CPU, I've checked all the components. I looked under the PCH, this cover here. Just couldn't find anything burnt, shorted, literally nothing. There's 3.3 volts in the ENE Super IO. There's 5 volts there. The purple I think it is, yeah. This purple is normally 5 and then drops down to 0 when turned on. That doesn't happen either. The green one has 5 volts. We do get, I think, 1.8 or something voltage somewhere here. Okay, what's going on? Okay. So I've got a very messy setup here. Hopefully I can organize. So plug in the power, and as you can see, it lights up just like that. And pressing the power button. What the hell? This is bullshit. It's just turning on. This doesn't make sense. Fuck. Oh my goodness, what the hell is going on? I swear to God, this is such a coincidence. This is not planned. I've got the BIOS file ready. I went to ASUS website, and I've got the logic analyzer here ready as well to determine what's happening with the BIOS, etc. But what do you know? It's just turning on. This is ridiculous. I've done power reset. I've checked the crystals, voltages, they're all good. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we lost the signal. It should be booting off the HDMI. It has the onboard graphics on the motherboard. As I was saying, I checked the voltage on the crystal there, checked the voltage here, checked the voltage there. One of these coils had 5 volts if I remember, 1.8, can't remember. Couldn't find any bent pins or anything like that on the USBs or the Type-C or anything like that. And I'm just super surprised it's just turned on. Okay, this is ridiculous. Not sure which input I should be on. I'm going to, actually I'm scared to turn it off. I'm going to plug in the, as you can see, I've got the keyboard mouse ready as well for the full thing. Here we go. I'm going to reset the board. Control-Alt-Delete. Now I'm not sure if it passed the post. I'll put in a what do you call that? The speaker. Okay. See if it's making any beeping sounds. That's the speaker there. Yeah, that is speaker. There's no beeping sound. Maybe wrong way around. here to turn it off. I've got the HDMI in there. So for this client, they actually ordered a new motherboard, which should come in today or tomorrow. And I just plugged in the keyboard, and as you can see, it's currently in the boot menu of post of some sort. I'm going to delete, Control delete, and see if it will go to HDMI 2 maybe. Oh, here we go, you heard that beep. Beep, 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 okay. Alright. So what does that mean? Maybe this CPU doesn't have onboard graphics. Let me bring in a crappy GPU. Right, so we've got no choice but to turn it off and plug in a GPU, HDMI, power. It's turning on. Fire it. Okay, let's go into BIOS. I even went through with it with thermal cam completely, back, front. I put alcohol all around to see if anything gets hot. Nothing. Right, what do we got? 8 gig RAM. RAID config was built. Ensure set configuration to RAID mode. Okay. F1 to run setup. So I'll plug in the USB which has BIOS. So what's the current BIOS version? 4008. Okay, let's launch the should be easy BIOS update program somewhere here. Okay, let's go advanced mode, F7. Okay, maybe under tool, let's have a look. Tool. Okay, easy flash utility. Okay, from storage device. Next. Okay, I'm going to use the keyboard. No, okay, here we go. And what's this? Yep. Let's find in here Prime. There we go. Yes. Okay, it's reading it, I assume. 16 megabyte file, processing 5603. As you can see, that's the current one. Okay, great. Yeah, this is a really weird scenario. I'll still publish this video, even though it's a weird one. I just don't understand what's going on. Why it's all of a sudden turning on. Still going on. But we will still use the new motherboard from the client. This one may have other issues we're not aware of. It may pop up randomly. But I'm still going to update the BIOS and just keep this for spare parts or testing purposes. Not a big resale value on the brand new motherboard, newer generation, about 110, 120 Australian dollars. So if you were to sell this, maybe 40, 50 bucks. Great for mining though. You can put 3 big graphic cards or use the PCI Express extensions and put more. So 2, 4, 6 graphic cards you can handle, provided you have the nice big PSU, or we may need 2 or 3 of them joined together. There's NVMe on the board as well. Okay, it's rebooting. Post. It may have finished the programming. Let's have a look. BIOS is updating. Okay, good. Okay, it has shut down. Has turned on. Okay, what does it say? Right, okay. 5603. Okay, good. Yep, that's good. So it's good I haven't done any work on the board, such as removing components. Okay, save changes. Alright. I think we're fine. We magically fixed this. It's actually been sitting not turned on for about, I would say, 2 or 3 days since we're waiting for a motherboard replacement to arrive, and I thought I'll quickly do a video of the BIOS programming while the part is on the way, because I don't have the same CPU to do a test later. So when I did say I tested the CPU, when you remove the CPU on this and try to turn it on or put power in, you don't get these LED lights at the side of the motherboard. These are all sort of, it needs a CPU to function to be able to do this kind of modification, so turn on. Pretty cool. Alright. Look, I'm going to leave it at this for now. It's magically fixed, but anyway, we're going to actually put a complete new. Wow, that is quite hot. That's why they got such a big heat shield here. Thank you. All right, see you. See you in the next one.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to support this channel.